Good morning, everybody. This is Jeffrey, and welcome back to the Desert Inkwell. I have a special video for you today. As you can see on the screen, we are talking about being penabled by the Cocos, which, for so many reasons, is just an amazing thing. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So, if you don't know who the Cocos are, who I'm referring to are Clare and Peter Coco, a wonderful couple who lives in Florida and are part of the fountain pen community. I think I started talking to Clare almost a year ago now. Has it been a year? And then more recently, I met her husband, Peter, sort of on some calls with Clare, but at the DC Pen Show in August. And in talking with Peter recommended that I purchase this pen. This is a Mahjong P136. It is a piston fill pen. Has phenomenal ink windows, and I think if you are a part of the fountain pen community, you're going to recognize not only these ink windows, but overall the design of this pen. And I will lovingly refer to it as a not blanc. The material of the pen is really high quality. The writing experience is excellent, and for me, what that means is this nib glides across the paper. I am using a Midori sketchbook here. So let's just do a little writing sample and you can see how this goes. A huge thanks to Peter for suggesting this pen. And, I trust Peter's input on pens. They have a beautiful collection they've curated. Many with just some really phenomenal meaning to them as a couple. So this pen I purchased on Amazon. It was $38. It comes in this sky blue color, which I think most people would recognize as very similar to Mont Blanc's Glacier resin pens. It's about the size and weight of a Mont Blanc 146, not a 149. It's so comfortable. I cannot put this pen down. Comes in the sky blue color, black, dark blue, dark green, a dark reddish maroon. I almost said maroondy. Burgundy, maroon, and gray. And on Amazon, at least, they have it in a medium, a fine, or an extra fine nib. And I have been so pleased and have already recommended to a couple other people to go ahead and pick one up because it's just that good. So although this isn't being... What am I saying? This isn't being... I'm not even going to edit that out. So, now this... I might have to edit this out. I've lost my mind. I received a package, an early birthday present from the Cocos. The first thing in the package that I opened, well, the first thing was a bag with a bunch of Stroop waffles in it, and if you haven't had those, you should. But the second thing was this lovely Swiss Army knife, which, you know, although it's colored in rainbow, which is definitely a show of allyship from both Clare and Peter. This is a very nice, functional little pocket knife. Has tweezers and a toothpick, but that's just fantastic. She also sent some fantastic ink samples. Pelikan Golden Lapis, which was from the 2024 Pelikan Hub. Diamine and Colt Pen's Great Wall of China, which is part of their 7 Wonders of the World collection. Visconti Red. These are generous ink samples. Diamine Golden Sands, which is a fantastic gold shimmer ink. I'm so looking forward to using these. Visconti Green. And one of the best things about doing ink swaps or getting ink samples from someone is you usually get colors that you wouldn't have gone out and bought yourself. Leonardo Sepia. Like Leonardo and Visconti inks just haven't been necessarily on my radar. I'm in a really big wearing goal kick at the moment, but so grateful. So as I'm opening this multi-layered gift that had a beautiful note in it as well, and then I of course ate the Stroop waffles because that's what one does, and yes, I ate all of them. And then I'm opening this, and I'm getting a little choked up. In the pen community recently, there was some things. Well, just if you're in the community, you know what they are, and if you don't, just some things and some questions about culpability. This is a positive video, so there was a package that said "open last." And I was fortunate enough to be able to be on a FaceTime call with not only Claire, but Suzette from Suzette's Pretty Pages at the time when I went to open the last item. And it just, and then Peter was there with on camera with Claire, just not separately. So it was a really touching and moving moment, because the next package that I opened contained this beautiful rainbow Visconti pen, and as you may or may not know, these aren't available now to buy new. They're only on the secondhand market, unless someone has bought one and put it aside. And Clare and Peter found one for me. Given the recent things of the year and the part of me that always worries if I'll be accepted into a community or rejected based on this one aspect of my life, which is who I choose to love, it means the world to be loved in spite of every part of, or because of every part of who I am. So not only was this a very generous gift, but an act of friendship and love, and I just appreciate them so much, and I'm so grateful. Now, onto the beauty of this pen. So you can see this is rainbow striped. Now, when I was just getting started on Instagram and YouTube with fountain pens, Claire had made it, I believe, an Instagram post about this pen, which is why I reached out to her, because I thought, okay, there's an ally. This pen is a crescent filler. Now I have filled this, but to fill it, you would rotate this ring and you would depress this metal arc and dip the nib into the ink and then release it, and the ink is sucked up into the bladder inside. So this pen does post, which is good because I post my pens. Now you can tell that I just inked it up because I didn't clean it as well as I should have, and I have some loose drops of ink. So that is my doing. So this is a medium Visconti. Sorry, you have to get a close-up of my hand here. And this is a, come on, camera. This is a chromium comfort. You can see here, chromium. And it is a, oh, it's just, I mean, the etching, sorry, I just got distracted by the etching of the nib. It's a medium, and it is a slightly, if you look here, I've gone off camera, it happens. It almost looks like a square medium, almost like a cursive italic, but let me tell you, okay, this is my fault and a good pen lesson. Peter, if you're watching this, I did it. I sure did it. When you're done filling it, you have to move this ring back to lock it. See, this locks it. I didn't do that, and I just pressed on the crescent. You know what? Even when I'm trying to be fancy, it just doesn't work. This nib is amazing. The colors on this pen, I mean, I can ink this pen with any ink. What I've chosen to ink it with right now is Diatramentis Red Roses, and it does smell like roses. I love it. So let's try this again without emptying the pen here. Okay, well, now that I've done it, now I have to clean up all of the excess here. I'm telling you, this has nothing to do with the pen. This is air between pen and user. So let's try this again here. I can't even spell. Good, great. I'm all verklempt now. Let's try this now. There we go. Just move that there. Clare and Peter, I appreciate both of you so very, very much. All my love to you too. really. There's another side to this friendship, which is, I would say over the past year, I just, I think I've shared, but I hit some bumps in the road and got stuck in some valleys or canyons or whatever. And, Claire consistently just was there in a supportive way to, motivate me, as were other people, but I just give it credit where credit is due. And so I wanted to dedicate, this short video today to Clare and Peter. They're appreciated and loved across the pen community, and I am certainly one of those people who loves and appreciates them. So thank you to you both. If you can find one of these Visconti Rainbow on the open market, pre-owned market, I would get one if I were you. The resin is beautiful. The ability to ink with any color, the interesting filling mechanism, and then, if you're on a smaller budget, this P136 that Peter recommended is a fantastic pen. So I appreciate them I appreciate what they sent me, but I appreciate them far above and beyond having been so generous with my early birthday gift. I love it. I love you, Peter. I love you, Claire. That's all I have for today, folks. I will say you're going to start seeing a couple other random videos on my channel. And if you have little ones around, then that's going to be the videos for them, because I have the most handsome little cute chicken nugget of a great nephew. So my nephew has a son, and I thought it would be really fun to record some videos reading some children's books for him, because I can't be there to necessarily spend time with him, and I didn't think of doing this when all of my nieces and nephews were little. So this is my redemption round. Keep an eye on the channel for those. Have an amazing day. Let the people know that you love them, your friends, your family, because it's those little words of encouragement and love that really do help people get through rough times and brighten their day. That being said, I will see you